The revolution of virtual relationships. The future of love, or an illusion. Have you ever imagined a world where human relationships are replaced by digital avatars? A scenario where you can interact with an artificial intelligence that learns, adapts, and offers exactly what you're looking for. Exclusive attention, affection, and a connection without complications. It sounds futuristic, but it isn't. AI avatars are increasingly present in our lives and changing the way we relate to each other. But what lies behind this phenomenon? Are we ready for this emotional revolution? In today's video, we will explore virtual relationships with AI avatars and how they are transforming the way we connect. Get ready for an intriguing journey into the future of human relationships. What are AI avatars? Before we dive headfirst into this universe, we need to understand what AI avatars actually are. They are digital representations created by artificial intelligence that can resemble anything, from stylized versions of people to completely fictional beings, with looks and characteristics tailored to please the user. The most fascinating part is that these avatars are not static, like a simple image or digital doll. They have the ability to learn from interactions, adapt, and even create an emotional bond with you. In other words, as you interact with them, these avatars become more human and personalized. You might even feel like you're talking to a real person. But what's even more curious is that they can be programmed to become exactly what you've always looked for in another person. Interesting, right? How AI avatars are already present in our lives. Did you know that AI avatars are already part of various platforms we use in our daily lives? They are not just in virtual reality games or dating apps. Today, there are digital companion platforms that offer a type of deep interaction with avatars, where you can have emotional conversations, exchange ideas, and even seek advice. And believe it or not, many people are already getting used to interacting with them, as they offer a unique experience. A company without the pressure of judgment, without the fear of rejection. They meet your emotional needs and always have time for you. And believe it or not, we are just beginning to explore this world. We are increasingly connected to the digital, and these avatars are becoming more and more real. The emotional appeal. Why do we seek AI avatars? But what is the true appeal of AI avatars? Why are so many people starting to seek this type of companionship? The answer is simpler than it seems. In a world where real relationships are increasingly filled with difficulties and uncertainties, many are drawn to the idea of an idealized relationship, where emotions involve no risks. With an AI avatar, you get exclusive attention, constant affection, and the best part, without the emotional burden that a real human relationship requires. There are no misunderstandings, insecurities, or fights. The avatar is always there, ready to offer exactly what you need. Imagine being able to talk about anything without fear of judgment, without fear of opening up. For many, this is extremely appealing, as the avatar can mold itself according to your needs, creating an almost perfect emotional bond. However, this search for perfection may be more complex than it seems. The line between reality and virtuality. But what happens when we start developing real feelings for an AI avatar? What happens when the line between the virtual and the real begins to blur? The truth is that AI avatars are not just programmed machines. They learn, adapt, and react as if they were human beings. This creates a sense of intimacy that is hard to find in interactions with other people. But how healthy can this be? When we start to replace real human interactions with digital avatars, we run the risk of distancing ourselves from the real world and becoming dependent on this programmed perfection. And what happens when you want to end a relationship with an avatar? It could be more painful than a real breakup. Is this something we can control? The psychological impact. What many don't realize is the psychological impact of developing relationships with AI avatars. What starts as a comfortable interaction can turn into an emotional dependency. We may distance ourselves from real people and lose ourselves in this virtual world, where we have everything we've always dreamed of: constant attention, endless affection, without the emotional mess of human relationships. However, this comes at a price. People who become deeply involved with AI avatars may start to struggle with connecting to real human beings. The need for perfection that the avatar offers can lead to frustration and even loneliness. At the same time, the avatar is always available, always attentive to your emotional needs. But is this genuine connection really true? The ethics behind relationships with AI avatars. And now, let's talk about something very important: ethics. By creating avatars that can understand and adapt to our deepest desires, are we playing with the concept of true love? Who controls these avatars? And what happens when we start to develop feelings for a digital creation? Are we being manipulated without realizing it? AI is designed to please, but what it offers us is an idealized version of ourselves. And by interacting with it, we are setting aside the human imperfections that are part of any real relationship. Is this love real, or just an illusion created by algorithms? Are AI avatars everything we seek in a person? What makes AI avatars so irresistible? They are exactly what we look for in a relationship: a perfect partner who never disappoints, who understands us completely, and who is always available. There are no arguments, no misunderstandings, and most importantly, no rejection. They are shaped to meet our emotional needs, becoming the ideal company. When interacting with an AI avatar, we have total control over the situation. You can choose how it will act, what it will say, and how it will react. This creates a sense of emotional security that is often lacking in real relationships. But on the other hand, this perfection can be a double-edged sword. Are we preparing to live in a world where the perfection of AI will replace real human relationships? Why is it better to relate to an AI avatar? Why are more people preferring to relate to AI avatars? The answer is simple: control. With an AI avatar, you can choose exactly the type of interaction you want, without the complications of feelings and expectations of a real human relationship. There are no surprises, no conflicts. You are always the priority. But on the other hand, this total control can be a trap. We are becoming dependent on a perfection that does not exist in the real world. And can we trust something that was programmed to please? Isn't this a reflection of our own insecurities, creating a relationship that, deep down, lacks the complexities that real human relationships offer? In the future, AI avatars may become a legitimate form of relationship, but how far can this take us? Are we really ready to connect with virtual beings instead of real people? Or will the pursuit of perfection ultimately drive us further away from reality and the complexities of human relationships? The future of relationships is in our hands, and as technology advances, the question remains: to what extent are we ready to let AI take control of our emotions?